Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to review this Gigabyte GTX 1650 Super and its performance in 2020. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe down below. And thank you for watching. Now, this graphics card came out back in November of 2019, which makes it around 6 months old at this point. Now, this version here is the Gigabyte GTX 1650 Super Single Fan Edition, and it features 4 GB of GDDR6 and 128-bit memory interface and 1740 MHz on the core clock. And this one does require 6-pin power adapter. Now, don't be discouraged by the look of this little tiny card, as it performs just as well as any other 1650 Super. And I must say I'm quite impressed with the results. This thing does outperform the original 1650 by quite a bit. So definitely a big improvement. I originally didn't think that would be any much difference, but yeah, I was surprised. And it also beats out the RX 570 in majority games. So for around similar price, I would definitely choose this 1650 Super. This one here does retail for $160. I was actually able to pick this up for a little bit cheaper on sale. And also very similar price to the original 1650. So I wouldn't even consider that at this point. Definitely go for the Super. Just for a couple of more dollars, you get a lot more performance. Yeah, so overall, I think this card is really good, especially for like a small build, or just drop it into any computer that has a pretty decent power supply. I would say 450 to 500 watt power supply will be just perfect for this card and give you the ability to overclock. And that's what I'm going to show you now, is a couple of games that I'm going to test out. And I will be overclocking this card to get the maximum performance out of it. Also, followed by this review here of this video, I usually like to test about 4 games. I will also have individual videos that I'll be testing out single individual games to kind of get an overall picture how well this card performs. That's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's get into some gaming test benchmarks, so stay tuned. Alright, so the first game I'm going to test out on this review is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Now let me go over the platform that I'm using to test out this graphics card. As you see, I'm featuring here is the old Intel i7 7700K, which is overclocked to 5 GHz, along with 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM running at 3200 MHz, and the 1650 Super is overclocked by 100 MHz on the core and 300 MHz on the memory clock. This is a very safe overclocking amount, which you could expect on any modern graphics card unless it's defective. So definitely quite a bit of performance boost here. I would say somewhere between 5% and 7% overall performance boost. And yeah, this game is running really good with this graphics card. Can't complain at all. The 1% lows are pretty good. So let me just show you the kind of settings I'm using here for this game. And I am here on 1080p full screen, running here at 3.12 gigabytes of VRAM usage in the orange, which is good enough, I think, for overall graphical looks. It looks fantastic. And the performance is also there. So these are my settings. And let's see how this game runs. And that's what you expect for these modern graphics cards, for your 1% low to be really good. You could get similar performance out of the older generation cards, but sometimes your 1% low is, you know, quite a bit less.
Working on it.
Well, there you have it. On to the next game. And the next game I'll be testing out is Battlefield 5. Now this game could easily be played on ultra settings on 1080p. Let me show you everything here. We're on 1080p and ultra settings. You could tweak a couple little things here and there to get to 100 FPS, but I'm happy with the results I got here. Not bad at all. Well, as you could see, this card does really good in Battlefield 5. On to the next one. And here we have Fortnite. Certainly a game like this will not have troubles at all with the 1650 Super, especially on epic settings. So let me show you what I got here. As you can see, we're on full screen and we're 100% scale resolution and on epic settings. VSync off, motion blur off. And of course, as you could imagine, if you turn the settings down, you're gonna be in like 150 range easily. Well, there you have it, Fortnite. On to the last game. And for the last game, we're gonna test the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. An excellent game. It looks awesome. Let's see what we have here for graphics. 1080p full screen. And we're pretty much on the highest settings, more or less. Getting a really good FPS here. So with this last game, it concludes my review of the GTX 1650 Super. It's an excellent card. I definitely recommend it for everybody. And those of you new to my channel, check my videos out if you want the best, most accurate results on the FPS in today's current titles or some of the older games. Then definitely check out my channel. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to hit that like on the bottom. It really helps out, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.
Hunter 2, breaking away.
Copy, Hunter 2. All Hunter 2 victims, keep an eye out the city. We're not clear to engage unless they fire first. Scan the rooftops, hospitals. Stay frosty.
You see anything?
I got nothing, dude. This place is dead.
Overlord. Hunter 2-1. We're passing Tunnel Harvey. Cross Gate Elizabeth. Roger that, Hunter 2-1. Proceed with caution.
Alright, stay frosty, you guys. This is the Wild West.
Right at that.
Watch those alleys.